This is a sexual analysis of the opening sequence of the horror film Possessed by looking at the conventions of its genre and how it adheres to them. So I found that in the opening sequence of the horror film Possessed, many conventions were adhered to, and in one major way slightly broken, showing that this film, although wanting to stick to conventions, however, most likely wanted to make themselves stick out from the other previous horror productions. Non-diegetic sound has been used right from the start to adhere to conventions, as there is a backing track using minor key sounding notes, which when put with the girl singer's quite deep voice makes a very evil sound, as the woman has quite a deep voice. This breaks common ideology of the woman in general and therefore comes across quite strange and unknown, which adheres to the conventions of horror films, as they are quite often use the factor of not knowing about something until it happens, creating a horrific effect. The woman voice is also quite slurred, which gives it a quite evil sound to it, when mixed with the fairly deep voice that she has, therefore adhering to the conventions of evil forces and spirits that are used in the horror genre. Mise-en-scène has been used to adhere with conventions by connecting certain aspects with the implications of death and ghosts. This has been done first by showing a woman in black laying down with her eyes closed. This, in a way, implicates that she might be dead, as black is often used for sad occasions or to create mystery, and the fact that she is laying on a white background connects with the conventions of the unknown. This therefore adheres with the general conventions that are used in horror films. In the rest of the opening sequence, the woman is wearing the same outfit, which is a white wedding dress, which when taken out of a wedding ceremony context is seen to be quite old-fashioned and gives ghostly implications because of the general blankness of the outfit, which therefore adheres to the conventions that horror films have scary features. Also in this opening sequence is a cross that has a RAP written on it, which connotes death. This therefore adhering to the conventions of horror by including death implications. Editing has been used to adhere to the conventions used in horror films by using slow fades in between each shot, which connects with having impaired vision, maybe through the cause of pain or death through a long period of time. This can also connect with the ghostly presence, as it transfers slowly and blurry like our common belief of ghosts. Therefore, the slow fade used between shots can be described as possibly linked with pain or ghostly activity, which adheres to the conventions used commonly in horror films. Camera work has been used to adhere to conventions of the horror shot of the horror genre by using fairly fast dolly sideways movements, which makes the shot slightly blurry, which therefore connects with my previous statement about impaired vision, and it links to pain and death. A headshot of the woman, which shows us that she has pale skin and a blank expression. This makes her seem part of the undead, which adheres to the conventions of horror or thriller or the thriller genre by connoting death. The actor also makes quite sharp movements which may connect with phobias and insects or reptile-like movement, such as snakes and spiders, which are commonly feared by people, therefore adhering to the convention of fear within the horror genre. In conclusion, the opening sequence of the film Possessed contains many of the stereotypical conventions that come with the horror genre, such as fear, death, the unknown and paranormal implications. However, the start of the film has a very music video theme to it, which breaks the conventions of horrors, as they very rarely hold musical features.